Hey guys, Iceman here, and I've been playing some Diablo 3, okay? Don't talk shit, man. And if you want to talk shit, do it in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts on the matter. But yes, I've been playing some Diablo 3, and it's been kind of fun. It's been a while, okay? I've been playing Diablo 2 for like 6 months. More Diablo 2 videos to come. But I just wanted to kind of go back, you know, after this news where that Blizzard lady made the video saying how there are 2 Diablo projects, or multiple Diablo projects, rather, in the works. And more news on this is to come later this year. Damn good news, man. People are speculating perhaps a Diablo 2 remaster, or perhaps Diablo 4, or perhaps even both. Man, that would be freaking epic. So, just made me want to, you know, get on Diablo 3 as I have been the last couple days and just playing with this monk a little bit. Now, this one is using Uliana's set. So I have all these set pieces with Uliana's and this belt that gives you that 7-sided strike damage reduction, along with these frickin' bracers where your exploding palm skill, where you poke them and then the little bubble is above their heads, and if you kill that guy with the bubble above his head, he explodes, man, and then everything around him, you know, takes the damage. It's a pretty cool set. And so this one spreads the on-death explosion, it spreads the bubble around. So exploding palm... Oh, shit! I thought I had a Greater Rift keystone or whatever. But I suppose I'll just do a regular rift. Now, I know probably a lot of you guys aren't playing Diablo 3 right now. That would be my guess, right? Oh yeah, check this out though. See that exploding palm? It's above all their heads now. Then I'll do 7-sided strike, and boom, man. They just pop. It's very rewarding. I remember, what was it, maybe a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago, I don't even remember at this point, when these changes were made to the sets, where this is a very viable build, and it still is. But of course, it's competing right now with that one set, the Wave of Light set, which I actually have all but one of the parts to, but I have the Royal Ring of G or whatever, of Grandeur, to where I can still utilize the full set while I'm missing one piece. The Wave of Light set is pretty epic as well. But I don't have the pieces that reduce the cost of Wave of Light. So right now my character is just lacking her spirit, to where I can't cast that shit constantly. So I'm just doing the plain attack on monsters, waiting for my freaking spirit to rejuvenate, which takes some time with this character. Without those items, there's that 2-handed staff that you have to have in your cube that reduces its cost by like 50%. And then there's Cinder Coat as well, which reduces the cost of fire skills by like 30% or something like that. I don't know which one it is. But once I get that shit, as well as the little belt that keeps your sweeping wind up all the time, once I get that shit, man, I plan on going back to that set. I notice most folks are using that set these days over this Uliana's. It might have a little bit more potential, I'm not sure. I think it's faster for clearing. Like this set, you're constantly reliant on your 7-sided strike cooldown, which I have my cooldown decreased significantly. I have a lot of gear with cooldown reduction. See this? I have the shoulders, some on the amulet, some on this weapon. I have the fricking cooldown gem in the helm, and maybe another thing or two. And I have my cooldown paragon point thing. I have that maxed. So you really gotta, this one's really reliant on the cooldown, whereas the other one, the fricking, what is it, the Wave of Light one, it's not reliant on cooldown nearly as much. It's nice to have the cooldown for your epiphany, but other than that, it's not reliant to keep killing, like it kind of is with this one. But this is pretty good for just going over to the elite packs. Just seeking out the elite packs and killing them. And skipping over the rest of the shit. Which is what a lot of folks do, I think, when they're trying to hit those higher, greater rifts. Oh yeah, look at this freaking swarm. See, then you swarm them all together. And that guy had his bubble shield on. And it still beat his ass. So, yeah, I've noticed that. When they're shielded even, it still beats their ass. I'm not sure how that is, or why that is, but it's really handy, because those shielded ones get annoying. But look at that, man. Pretty powerful. But Diablo 3 has been kind of fun. But I'm starting to realize a little bit why I pretty much went back to Diablo 2. So I'll probably be going back to Diablo 2 100% shortly. But it has been kind of fun doing this. And I think the Greater Rift thing is kind of interesting. I never really pressed too far into the Greater Rifts. But that's kind of fun for the end game, because if you get serious about that, it's interesting. But something I did hear that one of the Diablo 2 game developers mentioned about Diablo 3 and how it fails compared to Diablo 2 is partly with the itemization. With how Diablo 3 you're constantly getting perks, like here and there, you're slowly upgrading your gear and your character. Like little tiny things, like you can change the specs on your gear. Whereas in Diablo 2, as you grind, you can go a long time without getting any upgrade. But when you finally do get an upgrade, it's very rewarding. And Diablo 3 misses the mark in that way, man. There's none of that really rare gear and shit. You know, if you keep grinding the Greater Rifts and these legendaries just are falling like rain from the skies, it becomes very easy to attain all the gear. And then your only thing is you want to get the primal version of that gear. So the only thing that changes are the numbers, which is another perhaps fault with the Greater Rift thing and how that's entirely what the end game is all about. You're just doing more damage and that's it. The numbers just get bigger and that's it. And that's where it fails partly, I think, because in Diablo 2 it was much different. You would grind and grind and grind, and perhaps finally you would get those frickin' high runes, man. I mean, the seasons are like 6 months, right? Many times I've played seasons where I didn't find a single burr rune. And I played a shitload of time within that 6-month period. And I'm sure most of you guys could say the same, right? Let me know in the comments below if that's the case. But it was freaking mind-boggling how much you could grind, man. You could put so many hours, probably hundreds of hours in. And you won't find anything close to a burr rune. And of course, some of the most godly items needed 2 burr runes. I mean, you could play the whole fucking ladder, man. And you still wouldn't find one. You know, and not just burr. Of course, there's Jod, there's Ohm. There's Lo, there's Sir, there's Chom. There's all that shit, man. That is just so freaking rare. In fact, a lot of those are more rare than burr, even. It's just burr is a very in-demand one, which is why I use it as an example. This ladder, I recall seeing a freaking Zod rune fall. And a Lo rune fall. Those might be the only high... And an Ohm rune... Those might be the only high runes I saw fall this entire freaking ladder, man. And the way I attained mine was all through trade. So it's just amazing how long it can take to get that GG, man. And that's what keeps us going, you know? So I think with Diablo 4, they should have something kind of in between. Where... what is it? I gotta get my phone in a minute, man. But, shit, let me see this. I gotta get that in just a minute. Something in between where, or something that takes advantage of both, you know what I mean? Where you can slowly gain some positives through grinding constantly. Like there are some minor twerks you can make on your gear. But at the same time, there are extremely rare shits like those burr runes and stuff like that. Things that you have to save up to put together your items. I think it should do that. You know, I think it is possible where you could get the best of both worlds. But I'll elaborate on that more later, perhaps. But I mean, shit, I really didn't want to have to skip this rift. Yeah, Iceman should probably get that phone. That's if I find one more pack. Fuck it. More videos to come, though, okay? I guess I'm not going to complete this rift. I gotta get the damn phone, but it's kind of important. But like this video, if you will, man. And let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on that? You know, with Diablo, the upcoming ones, and the itemization of things. And what do you think about Iceman playing just a little bit of Diablo 3? Let me know in the comments below. And become a patron if you want. I appreciate my patrons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. A link can be found in the description below if you're interested in supporting the channel. I'm the Iceman. Peace be with you.